we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Chicago Bears. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. First play, here's Cousins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Second and 10. Now Cousins. Open man, he's got him to tight end Hockenson. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Cousins. That is caught, and he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? If it's kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Oh, into a sea of defenders, and intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to take over here up near the 40. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
Elliott on first down, going to get about 3 before he's taken down. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Elliott going to get it again on second down. And he'll be pretty well stopped at his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Here we go. Here's 3rd and 7. Fields. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to it. Hey, you guys got a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their job.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
Go.
On play action, Fields. Open man, completes it to Claypool. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 14. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right?
Now the pressure gets there and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Dean Lowry in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try to apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Chicago Bears. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Elliott is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. To the end zone, touchdown Bears. Travis Homer, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And the Vikings first down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. To throw, Cousins. This goes out wide from Madison. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 9. Now runs straight ahead with one. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 44. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a third and just a few inches.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And he will have a Vikings first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. First down, here's Cousins. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Bears are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Off play action, Fields. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And a 1st and goal coming up here inside the 10-yard line.
That's a first down and goal at the 9-yard line.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Following the interception, Cousins. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
To throw is Cousins. Completes it to the fullback hand. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's a give to Madison running right, and this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. The kick by Joseph is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Don't jump, ready?
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are coming off the game last week, which a very interesting game in Charles. Ultimately, it ended in a tie.
And that's difficult on teams because, let's face it, Brandon, they just don't know how to react. I mean, who does? Did you win? No. Did you lose? No. Because when you win, you jump up and down. Life's good. When you lose, you set your face in that stone look so that you show that you weren't hurt. I think it's one of those things that at the end of the year you find out just how you're supposed to feel about that tie. Did it help you or hurt you in the standings? Then you'll know what you really should have felt that game.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Here we go.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Fields now to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 25-yard line. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Mooney, the motion man right. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 25-yard line.
Now Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
That's to Moore. He's got it. Touchdown Bears. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are able to stretch out their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. We'll remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far.
Going to run with Madison again. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Throwing is Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they sequence things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime.
Now a first down throw, Fields.
That one complete to Elliott. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
A shotgun snap, Fields. He'll fire deep, looking for more. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Second and 10, Fields again.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Again, Fields.
And that is incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They've got his man complete. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. Cousins on first down. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think he might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
And the third interception thrown by Cousins. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their
prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here we go, son.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
They go quickly here out to Moore. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. This one completes a Tunyon underneath. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
Here's Fields on the sneak. And, boy, that's going to be close. He didn't get much at all there, but he got the first. Looked like they might have held him defensively, but the referee signals it will be a first down.
But when it's 4th and inches, shouldn't you pick up the first down? I mean, shouldn't you go for it? I mean, if you can't get inches, right? Why are you playing?
And on inches, that's your favorite play, right? Don't mess with handing it off. Just go ahead and get the surge and go right up the gut.
Exactly. Create that. Just a little bit of space should get it done. You're almost able to take the snap, just fall down and pick it up. They got it there.
The first down run for Elliott will net him about 5 yards. It's 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
That's complete to Mooney. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 41-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He's going to look deep for more. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Fields. And his throw is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Play action. It's Fields. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Going to begin the drive here with Madison. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
A gain of 27 on the play. And the Vikings first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Lucky 48.
Here's Cousins. He lets one go deep for Addison. And this is going to fall to the ground incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
I'm glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. On the toss, Madison. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 44 yards on the ground for him so far.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Cousins to throw it. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Open man is Osborne. He's got him. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Throwing, Cousins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And his throw here is incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Cousins. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, it's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. On third down, Cousins. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Down to a gain of 6. And that'll bring up fourth down. To throw, Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Now Cousins going to bring his guys up for the 2-point try. They'll run it with Madison. And he's not going to get in as a try from 2 comes up 50. So they will be unable to cut this to a field goal as the differential remains 5. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings booming away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Here we go.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Here's Fields. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a third time. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. Well, they were obviously backed up. Had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
following the interception, Cousins. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Oliver. And he's brought down. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Cousins on the keeper. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Kirk Cousins with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Vikings have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. So now here are the Vikings faced with a big 2-point conversion attempt. Cousins will try and throw. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. They'll start out here with the option left. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that's the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
That'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Let's go, Alpha right here. Go.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync. And the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Here we go.
From the 41, here's second down and 5. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 30. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
He's into space past the 25. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a first down.
I'd sure love to offer some advice to the defensive coordinator, but his guys are just getting run over by an offense that's executing like a well-oiled machine.
On first and 10, here's Fields. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. That'll give him 8 that time. And they'll be left with second and a couple.
Here we go. Hey, 551, 551. All right.
That's complete right side to Komet. And the Bears are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Not a great season for the Bears passing game, which ranked last in the league. A very solid year by Komet. Established himself as a dependable target at tight end and led Chicago in yards and touchdowns.
Moore, the man in motion. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. Well, a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and Stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way.
That's to Moore. He's got it. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Santos with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. And this will be a Vikings first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Listen to me.
Cousins. His throw incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Well, this crowd into it now. 3rd and 2.
Bring up 48.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And no one wants to see that drop. I guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Another big play in a game that's had plenty of them. 4th and 2. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Here we go, Scott. Press, left strike.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. You have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Fields. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Now Cousins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Forced out to his left. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital today.
Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, they run with Madison. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. Pass complete. It's Madison. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's Cousins. Rolling to his left. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understanding where they are on the field?
Cousins. Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. It may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Now 2nd and 4. Cousins to throw. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Final minute, one timeout remaining. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Warren. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Here's a 2nd and 7.
Hey, no, he's easy.
They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
CD, that was an all-or-nothing drive to win this football game, and they rose to the occasion to take the lead here in the waning moments.
And how about how they got it done? No timeouts left. They take it downfield, execute perfectly, and get it done. Now they don't leave their opponent with a heck of a lot of time on the clock.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25.
Here we go.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Hey, never mind. Monday. Right 35.
All eyes on Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
Here we go.
Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Here's Fields.
Being chased out left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Now Fields. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Evans. And the Vikings have just about sewn up this football game.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for Minnesota, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they will head back